Okay, so let's proceed to uh, page 103. We have the classroom discussion. Okay, so number one, which of the following is not a major characteristic of a plant asset? Asa man na niya? Is it possesses physical substance, acquired for resale, acquired for use, yields services for a number of years? Okay, so we have 3 responses, 4 responses, 5. Okay, that's correct. That's letter B. Okay, very good. Number 2, kanina ka-answer na mo, ani. How much would be the property, plant, and equipment in the company's balance sheet? Okay, so they already have the answer. So we have one answer. So, ang question niya is PPE in total. So, wala siya nag-require kung asay mabilong to land, asay mabutang sa equipment. Okay, so which of the items will be included? So, we have an answer here. Okay, that's correct. That's 12,950. So, it will include the manufacturing equipment, okay, under installment basis. And remember nga, you're going to use cash price even if it's installment. Before we proceed to that, the land held for capital appreciation would be under investment property, right? Then the patents here would be under the intangible asset. Last, land use in business is PPE. Land held for resale. So if it's a resale nga part of the ordinary course of the business, so that's an inventory. And then you have building owned, the use as warehouse. So that's part of the PPE here, 1,500,000. Servicing equipment used in the building maintenance, that's part of the PPE. Then you have small tools. This will be part of the inventory because they only have an average life of 1 year. Safety environmental equipment that is required. So that's part of the PPE. Okay, very good. That's correct. Number 3. How much is the initial cost of the PPE? Okay, do you have answers already? Okay, that's correct. Abdi kayo si Laika. So that's correct. So the value would be 2,539,395. So that would be equivalent to the invoice price net of discount. You have to take out the discount again, di ba? As a rule, whether taken or not, you have to deduct the discount. So that would be 2,425,000. And then you have the installation cost of 50,000. And you have the decommissioning cost. You have 200,000 times the present value factor for how many years? 10 years at 12%. So the total PPE is 2,539,395. Okay? Let's proceed to number 4. Kung wa mo nag-answer ani, so wa mo ka familiar ani mga items ani. Okay? Question number 4. How much is the cost of the machine? Do you already have your answers? answer? Anyone in the chat box? Okay, we have one answer with a question mark. Okay, so how much would be our, okay. So for number 3, you're correct, Janine. Sorry, so man to, number, so many, wala din ako na-appeal. Oh, din ako nasuwat, sorry. So that's correct, that is 1,142,439 or 440. That's correct. So you're going to multiply, what din ako siya nasuwat ari. You're going to multiply 200,000 by the present value of 1. Of 1. Present value factor for 11% niya, or annuity due. Not ordinary annuity due. So the first payment man good is made on December 30, 2008. So therefore, this is the first payment is on the acquisition date or the transaction date. So ang gamiton nimo is ang annuity due. So what would be our annuity due factor here? So that would be 5.712. Sakto ba? 200,000. Okay. So how to get the or not ordinary annuity due? So you're going to get the ordinary annuity for 11% for 7 periods. Mo na siya imuhang unahon. Ano 7 periods man siya, ma'am? Ingon man siya ni the first payment, sorry, purchase a machine from Orain Corporation in exchange for an non-interest bearing note requiring 8 payments of 200,000, but the first 200,000 will be paid on December 30, 2008. So unahon na mong buhaton is pwede ang alternative kung wala mo kabalo sa formula. So ang alternative ani is kuhaon nimo ang ordinary annuity for 7 periods. Sabi nga 8 kuhaan nimo adtong 1. So 7 periods you will get pila may for 7 periods 1.11. So that would be 4.712198. So ang ang unahon nimo is kuha nimo ang annuity due for 7 periods. So that's 4.712 and you add 1. Ang 1 niya is for the first period katong himbayad siya mismo pag December 30. Wala pa man siya present value differences adto kay day 1 man siya. So that's why 1. So ang 4.712198 ala nimo og 1 so you will get 5.712198. Okay? So this is your so I'm going to write that. This is your present value of annuity due at 11% for 5 sorry, 11% for 7 periods. So that's 4.712198 and then you add 1. So you will get the present value present value at ordinary annuity at 11% for 7 periods is 4.71218 plus 1. So you will get the present value for the annuity due at 11% for 8 periods. So that would be 5.71219.8. And then you multiply the 5,712,198. You multiply that with the regular payment nga 200,000. So you will get 1,142,439 or ano siya 440. 440. 1,142,440. Okay, so you can check your chat box sa solution. But if you can get the direct nga factor, mga dili na moagi sa ordinary annuity, pwede raman siya. Okay, so manan siya answer 1,142,440. Okay, let's proceed with number 5. Do you have answer for number 5? What would be the cost of the land, building, and machinery? Do you have answers? You can write it down. Land, building, machinery. Okay, walay answer? Do you have answers? No answer. Okay. So, Lana, answer si ano? Si Ray. before we proceed. So, na-answer si Ray land with a question mark. 2,460,000. Balik-balikang Janine kay Yaha kay 2,640. And then kang Juliana, 3,890,000. Okay, so let's see. Okay, correct sa land si Ray. Okay, so you have, sorry, balihin siya. Darade. Okay, so how do we allocate? So um, for the land, so you have the single cost for the land and building is 7,200,000 and you need to allocate. And then you allocate that between the land and building. So that's 7,200,000 times 1/3 and you have the building is 2/3. Nganong yun sa man siya pagkuha mamula may fair value nga given. So you have here the fair value of the building is twice as much as the land. So kung inyuhang gamiton tong inyuhang knowledge sa algebra, di ba? Ang building kay 1, sakto ba? Sorry. Ang building di ay kay twice. So 2x, yeah, 1x, di ba? So kung i-sum up nimo 2 and 1, so that's 3. So ang 2 pertains to the building, so that's 2/3. And then ang land is 1/3. So yun sa to siya ma'am, ang building kay twice man siya, so 2x, di ba? Twice the value of the land. And let's assume that your land is the x, diba? So 2x. And then your land would be 1x. So you have 1 and 2. So that would be 3. That is your denominator. So that's 1/3 and 2/3. So allocate 7,200,000. Next is the options. You're going to allocate that between the land and the building, the same proportions. You have 1/3 and 2/3. And then you have for your machinery, that's list price. And then you have to take note nga, you have to deduct the discount. So na may 2% nga discount, so 98% of 1,500,000. Okay? So 1,470,000. Next is you have the freight on machinery. So that's added to the machinery. And then repair to the machinery resulting from damage. That's already after man. Di man siya necessary to bring the asset to its present location and condition na guba man siya. So that's part of the expenses. Then cost of removing the old machinery, but this is already recognized as a liability. So di ba itong dismantling, katong actual dismantling cost, wala naman to siya labot, but on the actual nga purchase, dapat decommissioning siya nga present liability. Okay? So this is an old machinery man. Katuman tong niagi nga machinery. Di man mo na siya i-add aning bag-o nga machine. Okay? And this removing of the old machine is not the decommissioning cost of this new machine. Dili man ni siya pertaining to a present obligation for this new machine. So sa old man to siya. So what to siya labot aning bag-o nga machine. Then driveways and sidewalks. Wala ba siya description? So it's treated as not part of the land or the building. So therefore, asa man yung driveways or sidewalks, diba? Land improvements man ni siya. So wala siya labot. Building remodeling. So intended to bring the building to its desired nga condition. So that's part of the building, 500,000. Utilities paid since acquisition of the building, wala man na siya labot. Utilities uga, tubig man na siya. Otherwise, kung para na siya sa construction, ma-appeal na siya sa cost of the building, pero dili man. Utilities naman na siya. Yeah, since acquisition of the building, so expenses yun ni siya. So your total for the land is 2,460,000. Your building is 5,420,000 and you have your machinery is 1,520,000. So you have to remember ha kaning dismantling. You have to take note that this pertains to the current machine dapat and it's already identified at acquisition date. Nga mao na siya cost para i-dismantle or i-decommission or i-restore ang present or ang new nga machine. Okay? And then, katong driveways and sidewalks, they should be part of the blueprint. And since gipalit man yung building, so wala yun na siya sa blueprint. Diba? So, this is part of the um, land improvement if this is added. Okay? Question number 6. Asa man yung question number 6? The cost of the land does not include. Asa man siya? So may answer. Cost of grading, filling, removing old buildings. Letter C, that's correct. Okay, cost of improvements with limited lives. Next, number 7. Kanita, taas gihapon siya. Do you have any answer for the land and the new building? Anyone? May answer? Wala sila maningog. May answer, wala. Ano sa man siya? Land, 929,880 and old 80, new 2661. Okay? 24. Para sila answer. Pero lahi sa ano. Okay? So, nabay na tanong. Okay. So, how much would be the land and the new building? Okay. So, you are going to get the proportion for the lump sum price. So, purchase land as a factory site for 1 million. An old building stands in the purchased land. So, therefore, land and building ni siya. So, we have the fair value is given. So, you can allocate 1 million times 1.1 plus 0.1. So, that's 1.2. That's why 1.1 over 1.2 and 0.1 over 1.2. Or pwede po kung maglibog mo ana, 1,100,000 over 1,200,000 and 100,000 over 1,200,000 and you multiply that with 1 million. So that's 916, 667, and 83,333. And then you have the demolition costs. Okay, so that would go to the new building. Diba? If you can recall, it will go to the new building. And salvage value of anything that you can recover from the demolition, that's a deduction from the demolition cost. Then you have the legal fees. So this would be for title investigation. So therefore, that's for the land. And then you have architect's fee. Asa man pa doon na architect's fee? Adto gina siya sa new building. Title insurance cost. Title man ni siya. So sa yuta. So kani siya land. Then you have liability insurance during construction. Insurance cost. So that's 2,600,000. Lahi na siya sa damages ha. Sabutan ni katong insurance niya nga bayron nun. Dili insurance nga proceeds sa insurance kay nanay na disgrasya. Muna siya itong gibayad sa mga insurance premiums. Okay? So 2,600,000. Then excavation. So that's part of the new building. And then you have the contractor para magama ang building. So of course, a building na siya. Special assessment, di ba sa yuta, yun na siya. And then, interest costs during the construction, di ba this is the borrowing cost. If it is directly used in the building, so it will be part of the building. So the total is 2,658,840. For the old building, it's 83,333 and land, you have 928,947. And what would be your journal entries? Okay, so pag-allocate, so ibahin sila. You land, building old, credit cash, and then you have to record the lump sum purchase, to record the additional cost of the land. So you have, sakto ba ni akong credit? So 928. Already mo sa ka-number. 928,947 minus 916,667. 280 din ni siya. Sayop ni siya pagkasuwat. Okay? 12,280. So, di sa manigikan, ma'am. Okay? So, okay. So, mo ni siya. 928,947. Yeah. Or, i-minus mo ni siya. Or, simply, i-add mo siya tanan. Kanan siya. 3,480 plus 24 plus 64. So, 12,280. So, na-error ani ha. 12,280 ni siya. Sa'yo flag suwat. For the building new, so katong gi-compute gani ha, 2,658,840 and you credit cash. And you're going to close the old building kani siya. And you debit loss on the recognition of asset and you credit building old. Again, this is 12,280 ha. Okay. Question number 8. What would be the cost? The cost of purchasing the older home should be. Okay? That is correct. B. Okay, abdi kayo sa theory. Number 9. Okay, what will be the journal entry? So, di na ninyo masuwat kay daghan man. What if it has commercial substance? So, remember, fair value of the asset nga na given up plus minus any cash payments or any cash received. So, on the part of IMA, ang fair value of the asset given up is 1,200,000 and si Ima may nibayad kay Saka, so 'di ba pag cash pay di add, so 1,500,000 and i-credit ang carrying amount of the old barrel wine barrel, so 1,000,000 and then ibayad man siya cash na 300 and ang difference balancing figure is 200,000 gain on exchange. On the part of Saka, what is the fair value of the asset given up? So, di ba, nasa page 107 nga 1,500. And since nakadawat siya money, i-minus ang 300. So, 1,200,000. And you debit cash 300 for the amount of money nga na-receive. I-close ang old nga wine barrel nga 1,400 and ang balance kay gain on exchange. That is if there's commercial substance. Pag walay commercial substance, sa itong gamiton gani, carrying amount. So, you use the carrying amount of the new asset that is 1,000,000. Carrying amount of the asset given up. Carrying amount of the asset given up 1,000,000. And then, i-add mo ang cash payment. So, 1,300,000 and you credit the carrying amount of the equipment 1,000,000 and cash 300,000. And then on the part of Saka, so carrying amount of the asset given up is 1,400,000 minus the cash received 1,100,000 and you have cash debited 300,000 and credit wine barrels old 1,400,000. Pag no commercial substance ganina siya, wala gina siya gain on exchange or loss on exchange. Wala. Okay? Question number 10. Compute for the initial measurement. O kani, masuwat na ninyo. What is the initial measurement of the new machine? Okay? So, sa tong rule, ano niya? This is trade-in man ni siya. Okay? So, fair value of the, wala man siya fair value given. Parehas na naman yung example sa inyong book, di ba? So, you're going to use the cash price of, gawas na ako sa answer. Cash price of the cash price without trade-in. So, 900,000. That's correct. Question 11. What is the cost of the land? Kani, pinamay cost of the land. This is involving issuance of debt and equity instruments. Ang gawas na itong answer kanina. Okay. So, that is duha. Duha man ang iyahang gibayaran. Yun man siya. The company acquired land and paid for it in full by issuing 600,000 of its 10% months payable and 40, na may end, so duha ka buki ang gibayad. 40,000 shares of its common stock par 10 pesos. So duha ka buok yung gibayad man. Correct tong 760 pero shares para man to siya. Pero duha man iyang gibayad silbing nag-issue siya og shares, namligay siya og shares unya nangutang pa gyud siya. So duha. So unsa man tong rule kung mag-issue ta og shares or stocks? So we're going to consider the fair value of the unsa man to siya asset received, di ba? So di man given ba? Ang asset received kay di man determinable. Ingon man siya the fair value of the land is not reliably determinable. So therefore the fair value of the asset received is not given. So you're going to go to the second option, the fair value of the issued instruments or a fair value of the instruments issued. So, unsa man kani siya atong gi-issue, ang bonds ug ang shares. So, first is ang bonds, you're going to use the fair value, which would be the trading price niya. That's at 102. So, 600,000 times 102%, that is 612,000. You're correct with the fair value of the shares. So, 40,000 times 19, 760,000. So, the total is 1,372,000. Okay, and last question number 12. What would be the answer? Donated equipment from a third party. Pag dili related, unsa ganito siya? Income. Very good. If it's coming from the shareholder, that's donated capital. It's coming from the government, it's a government grant. Okay? If you like this video, please don't forget to click subscribe and hit the notification bell to be updated with the latest video lessons. Thank you for watching.